Imagine you accidentally touch a hot stove. Before you even consciously register the pain, your hand has already jerked back. That split-second reaction relies on two microscopic systems working in perfect coordination. You have a high-speed communication network acting as the alarm, and biological motors executing the escape. If we zoom past the skin layers of your arm, we can see exactly where these systems meet. Here, a glowing nerve fiber physically attaches directly to a bundle of muscle tissue. To understand the mechanics of human movement, we need to deconstruct these two precise tissues, nervous tissue and muscular tissue, and see how their physical shapes dictate our survival. This image shows striated muscles, or skeletal muscles. Notice the long, cylindrical, unbranched tubes with distinct horizontal stripes, or striations. These voluntary muscles are consciously controlled. When you decide to move, these fibers contract, pulling on your tendons to move your bones. This next image shows smooth muscles. They look completely different, featuring a tapered spindle shape with a single nucleus in each cell. Unlike skeletal muscles, smooth muscles are involuntary. They operate without conscious input, quietly performing internal tasks like digesting food inside your stomach. Finally, this image displays cardiac muscles. They share the cylindrical shape of striated muscles, but notice how fibers branch and connect. These are involuntary, found exclusively in the heart. Their unique branching allows the cells to link and contract rhythmically to pump blood. Let's test what we just covered. Look at the stomach on the left and the bicep on the right. Which of these uses smooth involuntary tissue, and which uses striated voluntary tissue? The stomach relies on smooth, involuntary muscles to digest, while your bicep uses striated, voluntary muscles to lift. But regardless of the type, these biological motors sit completely dormant until they receive a specific command signal. That command signal travels through a neuron, the foundational cell of nervous tissue. A typical neuron is built from three main anatomical parts: the central cell body, or soma, the branching dendrites, and a lung-trailing extension called the axon. The dendrites act as dedicated receivers. Their branched structure is optimized to pull incoming signals into the cell body from other nerves or sensory organs. Once the cell body processes that input, it sends the signal out through the axon. This long transmission cable is wrapped in an insulating layer called the myelin sheath, which drastically speeds up the electrical impulse. There is a strict one-way rule for this flow. The electrochemical impulse always enters through the dendrites, travels through the cell body, shoots down the axon, and exits at the synapse. This strict one-way street ensures a command from your brain reaches your muscles instantly and accurately. It prevents signals from misfiring or traveling backward up the chain. Now, connect the wiring to the motor. When the electrical impulse reaches the synapse, it triggers neurotransmitters across the gap. These land on a striated muscle fiber, commanding it to contract, pull the tendon, and move your bone. Let's lock this in. Take a mental snapshot of the cheat sheet we've just mapped out. Remember the golden rules. Nerves fire in exactly one direction, from dendrite to axon, and muscles are specialized by shape for specific tasks. Striated muscles handle voluntary bone movement, smooth muscles manage involuntary organs, and cardiac muscles sustain your involuntary heartbeat. You now have a complete map of the microscopic hardware behind human movement. You can trace the exact chain reaction from a split-second sensory alarm all the way to a physical action.